Thomas is a tank engine who lives at a big station on the island of Sodor. He's a cheeky little engine with 6 small wheels, a short stumpy funnel, a short stumpy boiler, and a short stumpy dome. He's a fussy little engine too, always pulling coaches about ready for the big engines to take on long journeys. And when trains come in, he pulls the empty coaches away so that the big engines can go and rest. Thomas thinks no engine works as hard as he does. He loves playing tricks on them, including Gordon, the biggest and proudest engine of all. Thomas likes whistling rudely at him. "Wake up, lazy bones, why don't you work hard like me?" One day after pulling the big express, Gordon had arrived back at the sidings very tired. He was just going to sleep when Thomas came up in his cheeky way. "Wake up, lazy bones, do some hard work for a change. You can't catch me." And off he ran laughing. Instead of going to sleep again, Gordon thought how he could get back at Thomas. One morning, Thomas wouldn't wake up. His driver and fireman couldn't make him start. His fire went out and there was not enough steam. It was nearly time for the express. People were waiting, but the coaches weren't ready. At last, Thomas started. Oh dear, he yawned. He fussed into the station where Gordon was waiting. "Hurry up, you," said Gordon. "Hurry yourself," replied Thomas. Gordon began making his plan. "Yes," said Gordon, "I will." And almost before the coaches had stopped moving, Gordon reversed quickly and was coupled to the train. "Get in quickly, please," he whistled. Thomas usually pushed behind the big trains to help them start, but he was always uncoupled first. This time, Gordon started so quickly they forgot to uncouple Thomas. Gordon's chance had come. Come on, puffed Gordon to the coaches. The train went faster and faster, too fast for Thomas. He wanted to stop, but he couldn't. "Peep, peep, stop, stop!" Hurry, laughed Gordon. You can't get away, laughed the coaches. Poor Thomas was going faster than he had ever gone before. He was out of breath and his wheels hurt him, but he had to go on. "I shall never be the same again," he thought sadly. "My wheels will be quite worn out." At last they stopped at a station. Thomas was uncoupled, and he felt very silly and exhausted. Next, he went on to a turntable, thinking of everyone laughing at him. Then he ran onto a siding out of the way. "Well, little Thomas," chuckled Gordon, "now you know what hard work means, don't you?" Poor Thomas couldn't answer. He had no breath. He just puffed slowly away to rest and had a long drink. He went home very slowly and was careful afterwards never to be cheeky to Gordon again.
Once upon a time, on the island of Sodor, there was a train named Henry. Henry was a freight train, and he pulled all kinds of important materials around. But then one day, Sir Topham Hatt had an idea. And suddenly, Henry got longer and longer and longer. Henry got so long, when he rested, he started getting in people's way, and drivers got very angry with him. "I'm late for work. What's the fucking holdup?" said the driver. A little old lady shouted to Henry, "Get fucked." A little girl crawled underneath Henry on her way to school. "That tickles," said Henry. "I fucking hate you, train," said the little girl. A fire engine pleaded with him to move. "I can't move," said Henry. "I don't have any room." So they both just sat there and watched the children's hospital burn. But Henry was told he was much more efficient now, which is another way of saying profitable, and 9 miles long. He carried all sorts of things people needed, like medical bandages, corn, vinyl chloride, fireworks, a mysterious red substance, question mark, hand grenades, plugged-in space heaters, and all sorts of zoo animals. "What's liquefied natural gas? And why am I pulling 22 cars full of it?" Henry asked. "Never you mind," said Sir Topham Hatt. "I mapped this whole route out at home. That's a weird thing to do, and I don't really know how to respond to it," said Henry. "Just mind your business, like a good little rolling death machine," Sir Topham Hatt said. "Sorry, I'm a what?" asked Henry. Then one day, the wheel on one of Henry's tank cars started overheating. His engineer hadn't had a chance to inspect it in months. Henry was getting worried. "It seems my caboose is loose." "I can't drive with a loose caboose," Henry told the driver, but it was too late. "Oh shit," said Henry. Henry the freight engine became Henry the bomb train. Well, thought Henry. It could be worse. At least my tankers didn't explode. Meanwhile, on the other side of the island... "Oh dear," said Thomas. The explosion obliterated a significant part of the island of Sodor. Henry was so sad. Sir Topham had blood on his hands, but he didn't care. It wasn't his blood, and he could just wipe it off with all his new money. As for Henry, he was taken out of commission and put in a tunnel.
That's our show. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Good night.
It's okay to leave your doll in a